Needless to say, Burrow rightfully knows it's him versus Rodgers on Sunday, and you know it's a pet peeve of mine when quarterbacks don't admit they're going up against the other one, and Joe Burrow knows he can't start slow. Look, it's one thing like last Thursday to start slow against the Jacksonville Jaguars, but when you're playing Aaron Rodgers, you have to score. You have to score touchdowns. You have to be in rhythm. You have to be in flow, and it's got to be right from the jump. And by the way, I think the Bengals are a really strong team. You know I love them preseason. Not ready to scream playoffs, but the defense has been really good. Joe Burrow has been great. The Burrow to Chase rapport has been off the charts. Obviously, Green Bay has the quarterback advantage, and Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. Davante Adams is a matchup nightmare for Cincinnati in this game. Every game is a chip on the shoulder game for Aaron Rodgers. But Joe Burrow against the Green Bay defense absolutely can be in a position to go touchdown for touchdown with Aaron Rodgers. I expect the Packers to win. I expect this game to be close and sizzling. And I love that Burrow knows it's Burrow v. Rodgers on the marquee. And I think the young gunslinger is going to be up for the challenge. Needless to say, Mahomes versus Allen is going to be an incredible show on Sunday night. Obviously, last Sunday night was the event of the year in the National Football League with Brady and Belichick. To me, this is the primetime game of the year with Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. I mean, we are talking about two MVP candidates, two ridiculous talents, arguably the two best quarterbacks in the National Football League. Both guys are piping hot. Mahomes, 5 touchdowns last week against Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill is unbelievable. And look at the numbers on your screen. I mean, this is going to be a show. And Josh Allen, remember, first 2 weeks of the season, didn't put up monster numbers. But the last couple of weeks, my guy Josh Allen has been on fire. The Allen to Diggs rapport has been ridiculous. He's running the ball with authority. And by the way, when I say running the ball, he's running to win with a purpose. And listen, that defense for Kansas City is awful. Arguably the single worst defense in the NFL this year. So I expect Josh Allen to put up monster numbers coming up on Sunday night. I think in terms of in-game matchup, Josh Allen has the advantage. Not that I'm putting Josh Allen ahead of Patrick Mahomes on an isolation quarterback ranking. I'm not doing that. But that Bills defense has been phenomenal this year. Not good, great. Remember, that was my nitpick for the Buffalo Bills last year. Defense wasn't great. But the first-round pick, Rousseau, has played well. Oliver's played much better. Edmonds has played much better. Sean McDermott is a defensive guru and a mastermind. And that Chiefs defense, I don't know what my guy Steve Spagnuolo's doing with Chris Jones on the outside. As Zach Moss ran the ball with authority for Buffalo last week, I thought that was a big deal. I expect Josh Allen to outplay Patrick Mahomes coming up on Sunday nights. I love Matthew Stafford, and there's no excuse for Matthew Stafford and the Rams. The game on Sunday against the Cardinals was an absolute dud. I think the short week, to put it behind them, absolutely helps. I don't care that the game is in Seattle and the Seahawks have a phenomenal home field advantage with the 12th man. I don't care that Russell Wilson is majestic on Thursday nights. Win the game. This is why Sean McVay and Les Snead made the trade. This is why Matthew Stafford is there. Huge showdown, best division in the NFL. Sean McVay always beats Seattle. You realize Jared Goff, who he kicked out of town, won more games than he lost against Seattle. Stafford, in his career, has never won in Seattle. I don't care. Seattle's defense is suspect. Stafford to Cooper Kupp should be a thing all night long. And by the way, find my guy Robert Woods while you're there too. Now, it sounds great. It sounds great on television. But Russ, obviously, 9-1 on Thursday nights with 5 times more touchdowns than picks. I mean, these stats are ridiculously impressive. And Russell Wilson is a cool 5-0 at home on Thursday Night Football. Russell Wilson is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I expect Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey to play angry and focused after the loss on Sunday. And I expect Matthew Stafford to explode. The Rams are my Super Bowl team in the NFC. Win. Look great. This game could be in Seattle, LA, or the moon. I don't care. Get it done. And they will. You gotta love sports. Chris Taylor breaks up a 1-1 tie. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, to give the Dodgers a pulsating 3-1 win over the Cardinals in the National League wildcard game. Wow, that was incredible. What an intense, nerve-wracking, amazing, off-the-charts baseball game. LA goes nuts because, honestly, it was more relief than anything else. The Dodgers won 106 games in the regular season. It would have been a travesty. An absolute travesty if the Dodgers weren't playing in the divisional round. Taylor rightly gets the love, but how about Cody Bellinger? A lost season for my guy, Belly. He drew a 2-out walk and stole second before the Taylor home run. That changed everything. The Cardinals and the Dodgers had runners on base and couldn't score in the 6th, 7th, and 8th, adding to the insanity. It was wild. How about Kenley Jansen? Used pure heat to strike out a couple of Cardinals with the go-ahead runner on second. Wow. And the pen picked up Max Scherzer last night, who wasn't vintage Mad Max. And I got to be honest, and I'm always honest with you, in moment, I agreed with Dave Roberts pulling Scherzer. He was laboring. Scherzer shaking Dave Roberts' hand, as you saw right there, instead of giving up the ball, was hilarious. And then Joe Kelly backed up his skipper with pure filth to end the inning. And now we get what we want. The blood rivals meeting in the playoffs for the first time. The 107-win Giants, the 106-win Dodgers. An even matchup all regular season long. Giants going 10-9 in the 19 meetings. And LA certainly has a pitching matchup advantage. And LA remains my pick to win the entire thing. The sports gods wouldn't have it any other way. The Giants facing the Dodgers after this record-setting year is everything for baseball. Smile is amazing. It's pretty clear that Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams really rightly wanted Stephon Gilmore on the Packers. Of course they did. Stephon Gilmore is a star, and the Packers' defensive backfield is banged up. And it goes noted that neither one of the stars had any confidence, and rightly so, in general manager Brian Gutekunst to get it done. And he didn't. Instead, as we discussed in depth yesterday, Gilmore goes to the Panthers for the equivalent of a kicking team. And it's a shame. Gilmore for the Packers, it's a championship move. Puts them over the hump. Rodgers knows it. Adams knows it. And this is why it's very likely they're both done in Green Bay at the end of the year. But that's why it was so important, for the sake of fairness, for Brian Gutekunst to sign Jalen Smith, which he did today after the Cowboys cut him. Now, Smith is not Gilmore. Smith isn't the player that he was, but clearly helps the Packers defense. And arguably becomes Green Bay's best healthy linebacker. Of course, the Packers could have used help at linebacker when they picked a project quarterback in round 1 and a third-string running back in round 2 in 2020. But I digress. Actually, I take that back. I don't. It's all really parts of the Rodgers and Adams frustration. Smith helps, and he helps on the field, and he helps soften the blow. He's going to help the Green Bay Packers win. But when your star receiver and quarterback sound like radio talk show callers having no faith in the GM, there's a deeper meaning and a big picture problem. Oh, I love it. Welcome back. Needless to say, I like an angry Derek Carr. Watch out, Chicago Bears. Joey Bosa, after the Chargers and Raiders game, said that they knew that once they hit Derek Carr that he was going to wilt, and they wanted to smack him around. By the way, every quarterback doesn't like getting hit. Tom Brady doesn't like getting hit. So, I think Derek Carr is having a fabulous year. MVP caliber, leads the league in passing yards. And, you know, going back to when I had Derek Carr on the Adam Schein podcast before the season, you could tell in talking to him, this is a pivotal year for him, for the team, for the Gruden relationship. He's got more of an edge than ever before. And I love it. I like it. I like an angry, feisty, fired up Derek Carr, who's having a tremendous season. Look out, Chicago Bears. My guy, Derek Carr, is going to take his Joey Bosa frustration out on you.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.